Okay, so let's finish this lesson up and finish our last one. This one is a firework. So we want to calculate the height after 3 seconds. So this is a time, so we want to plug in for t. Okay, so the height after 3 seconds. So your equation is here, so we want to plug it in for both of the t's. So distance is going to be 120 times 3 minus 5 times 3 squared. So this is a simple one. You just plug that in your calculator, and you get 315, and our answer is in meters. So after 3 seconds, the firework is 315 meters up in the air. When will the rocket reach 450 meters? Okay, so we're asking, when is it going to reach a time? So we're taking that and we're putting it in for our distance. So we're saying that 450 is equal to 120t minus 5t squared. So what I would do here is get everything to one side and put it in order. So that's going to give me 5t squared minus 120t plus 450 equals 0. So what I did was I took this stuff and moved it over to this side because I wanted my a value to be positive, just because it's a little bit easier to work with. So now I want to put this in the quadratic formula. So the opposite of b is positive 120 plus or minus negative 120 squared minus 4 times our a value of 5 times our c value of 450 all over 2 times 5. So now, underneath the square root, I have negative 120 plus or minus 5,400 over 10. So when you evaluate those, putting in your calculator, you're going to do one for the plus and one for the minus. So you're going to do plus that over 10, and you're going to do minus that over 10. That's going to give you two answers. It's going to give you two answers of 2.85 and 19.34. But think about it. When you're shooting off a firework, the firework goes up and it comes back down. So at 2.85 seconds, it's going to hit that here, and it's going to come back down, and it's going to hit over here. So that should be logical because it's going up and coming back down. So it's going to hit that height twice. When does it reach its highest point? Okay, so highest point is vertex, and the when is time, and time is your x value. So you want your x value of the vertex. So again, your equation, when we set that up, is 120t minus 5t squared. I would rearrange this just so it's easier to look at. So it's going to give you negative 5t squared plus 120t plus 0. You have no c value of that. So remember, your equation for finding vertex is negative b over 2a, which is going to be negative 120 over 2 times negative 5. So that's going to be negative 120 over negative 10, which is 12. So it's going to take it 12 seconds to get to its height. What is the highest distance reached? So the highest distance reached is your vertex. That's the highest. And we're going to plug in the time. So this is really your y value. So in your equation, you're going to take your 12 seconds and you're going to plug it in, because that's the time that you're looking for. And that's going to give you 720 meters. So that's the highest that it goes.